Coming up on BG Today, BGSU's 100th Homecoming Weekend, the events that honored alumni.
And it's voter registration week, the on-campus organization helping students get engaged.
And Caitlin Meyer continues to break volleyball records as the Falcons look to face off against the Kent State Golden Flashes.
Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
But first, a series of construction projects began in BG this week. Welcome to BG Today. I'm Claire Mitchell.
And I'm Brandon Lowe.
Some Bowling Green residents are experiencing a change in their commute this week. Brim Road between Ashley Boulevard and South Christopher closed Monday for drain work. This closure is expected to last 1 week, depending on the weather. And Worcester Street is seeing changes this week. The West Worcester Water and Sewer Improvement Project began on Monday. Sewer and water mains are being replaced along with curbs and roadways throughout the area. The expected completion date is set for June of 2023.
And tomorrow, work begins on a paving project just west of the railroad tracks to Campbell Hill Road. During this work, 1 lane of traffic will be maintained in each direction, with the work expected to end in October.
Falcons old and new flew back to the nest this weekend in celebration of the university's 100th homecoming. Several events highlighted our alumni. Saturday marked the Alumni Gateway dedication. The Gateway takes its place in the former administration building, and after years of planning and construction, the community entrance is finally ready for use. After the dedication, Falcon Flames were invited back to Proud Chapel for a vow renewal ceremony.
And what's homecoming without a king and queen? The community met our new royalty at the football game on Saturday and got to see the crowning of Andrew Hogle and Claire Kaywood. BG24 reporter Sophia Walcher spent some time with the new king. Take a look.
Andrew Hogle is known for his many hats. He's a senior, a performer, a study abroad goer, and much, much more. This Saturday, he got to add a new title to that list, Homecoming King.
That's me.
Hogle was crowned king at the university's 100th homecoming, and while he isn't technically the 100th king, the moment was still cause for gratitude.
It was very cool to be kind of selected as a representative and kind of have that honor, but also just kind of working with the other people too, I definitely think has just made so much. And the fact that also that it's 100 years of homecoming just makes it truly so special that I get to kind of take part in this history that's being formed right now.
And as the son of Falcon Flames, you could say this moment has been years in the making.
As I've sort of said, I've grown up in BGSU traditions my entire life. I mean, my parents are Falcon Flames, so BG was always sort of in my backyard, especially being from the town that's kind of sort of near us. And so I've always sort of grown up with that tradition.
Not just anyone becomes university royalty. It takes hard work, dedication, and commitment to the university. Along with Hogle's many on-campus commitments, it's his work as an orientation leader that stands out. In fact, it's one of the very things he wrote about in his application essay.
While working orientation as a connections coordinator this summer, it has always been enjoyable to hear President Rodney Rogers welcome incoming Falcons every session. Yet there was always one line in his speech that impacted me. Bowling Green State University is a public university for the public good. When looking at ways I represent this community, saying for the public good is at the forefront of my mind. But what exactly does this look like? In life, I practice kindness to all, and I treat others the way they want to be treated.
In the words of Rodney Rogers, Bowling Green is a public university for the public good. And nothing is more good than a representative of that university that understands and exemplifies that good. But when all is said and done, there's only one question left to ask.
Do you get to keep the crown?
Fun fact, I do get to keep the crown.
Reporting for BG24, I'm Sophia Walcher.
Thank you, Sophia. And BG24 also got to catch up with homecoming queen Claire Kaywood. As a fourth-generation Falcon, she says that winning was surreal.
Like I said, being a fourth-generation Falcon, it's such an honor to be able to just represent the university in this big of a capacity. These last 4 years have been life-changing for me, and I wouldn't be who I am without BG. So very, 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 very life-changing, very surreal.
Last week, Beth Macy returned to BGSU as part of her induction into the Academy of Distinguished Alumni. The journalist, known for writing the novel-turned-Hulu series Dopesick, spoke to students and staff about her career and work. BG authors covered the full event. You can read the story on their website.
An election season is ramping up. Tuesday, BGSU votes took to campus to celebrate National Voter Registration Day. Forms and resources were given out to help students get involved in civic engagement. Need a reason to get registered? Maureen Freeman's got you covered.
It's because our voice matters and young people are the least likely to vote, and we need to be represented in our democracy.
Some reminders: the registration deadline is October 11th, with primary voting starting the next day.
We're halfway through Green Dot Week, the campus-wide initiative bringing awareness to relational violence. And the Center for Violence Prevention and Education is hosting several events that you can attend. Today is the Cookies and Consent event at the Teaching Kitchen. Students are welcome to decorate treats from now until 1:30 p.m. Tomorrow, you can spin to win prizes in the Union Oval from noon to 2 p.m., and the week wraps up with a social media challenge. Students are asked to wear green and share their looks to Instagram. You can tag bgsu.cvpe to be featured on their page.
Have you seen more buttons than usual around campus? Well, this week, Bowling Green community members are wearing buttons in honor of National Hazing Prevention Week. Each number corresponds to a hazing death associated with the Hank Newers database, dating back to 1838.
University Activities Association is helping your interior decorator this week. They're hosting the biggest back-to-school poster sale through Friday. Hundreds of posters are available in the multi-purpose room in the Student Union. It's open every day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
You still have time to check out the Expand Your Horizons Fair. The exhibition event is today until 2 p.m. in the Union Ballroom. Explore internship opportunities, study abroad, and much, much more.
We've been experiencing some warm weather, but make no mistake, fall season is almost here.
In fact, tomorrow is the first day of fall. I went on campus to ask students their fall preferences in a game of this or that. Now, despite it still looking and feeling like the middle of summer outside, this Thursday, September 22nd, is actually the first official day of fall. So let's see what BGSU students are most looking forward to during the season of pumpkin spice and flannels. Time to play this or that. Apple pie or pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Apple pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie sucks.
Nah.
Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie would do it.
Pie.
Apple pie.
Flannel or sweater?
Flannels.
Definitely flannel.
Flannel.
Sweater.
Flannel.
Oh, flannel.
Flannel.
Flannel?
Yeah, that's a toughie.
That is a toughie. Scary movie or haunted house?
Ooh, scary movie.
Scary movie.
Ooh, neither, but scary movie. Scary movie.
I hate haunted houses, so scary movies.
Scary movie. 100%.
Scary movie.
Yeah, no, haunted houses are actually scary.
Haunted house. Actually, I didn't hear the second one. Yes.
Okay.
Scary movie.
Haunted house.
Scary movie.
Scary movie.
Well, if you're ever looking for your fellow Falcons here on campus, I guess you can find them in their flannel, watching a scary movie, and curled up with a nice slice of pumpkin pie. For BG24 News, I'm Claire Mitchell.
Coming up after the break, Bowling Green football looking to continue momentum after their big win.
The latest when we come back.
Anybody, regardless of their major, to kind of share their interests in a forum where they can be as professional or as relaxed as they want and really just make connections.
Through the radio, I was able to have my own radio show and talk about things that I want to talk about, and then I could also report and learn more about what's happening in the community with BG24. So it's kind of like a perfect mix of how can I use what I'm passionate about to serve the people around me.
But people who had similar goals and people I could learn from and feed off of and kind of expand, grow my tool belt, if you will, kind of learn from people who are going to school for the exact same thing I was.
Falcon Media is great. It allows people of all groups come together and make content. It allows them to explore their interests and give them valuable skills they can use out in the real field, especially if they have an interest for broadcast journalism or print journalism.
Welcome back to BG Today. I'm Jenna DeBlasi. The BGSU football team celebrated the university's 100th homecoming with a 34-31 overtime victory over the Marshall Herd. The offense accumulated 377 yards and 21 unanswered points. Senior quarterback Mac McDonald is currently #1 in the Mid-American Conference and tied for #4 in the nation with 10 passing touchdowns. McDonald claims that the team's culture played a big part in Saturday's win.
I think handling adversity, staying together. We were down 14, I think, the last two games, and we found a way to claw back. Defense made some stops, and then the offense started kicking into gear. But we feed off each other. It's a complementary game in all three phases, and that energy is contagious, and that's what I'm most proud of.
The Falcons are back on the road this weekend as they travel to Mississippi State on Saturday. The Falcons and Bulldogs are meeting for the second time in series history. MSU won their last matchup in 2013. For the first time since 2013, BGSU is facing SEC teams in back-to-back seasons. The Falcons and Bulldogs are scheduled for a noon kickoff at Davis-Wade Stadium. As we head into Week 4, let's take a look at the MAC East Division football standings. In the first few weeks of the 2022 season, the Akron Zips are at the top of the standings with a 1-2 record. BGSU, Kent State, Miami University, and Ohio University are all in the hunt for second as they currently sit under 500. The Buffalo Bulls have struggled in non-conference matchups with 0 wins and 3 losses. Senior outside hitter Caitlin Meyer became the program's all-time leader in attack attempts with 4,482 and counting during the Michigan Challenge on Sunday. Although Meyer continued to put up numbers throughout the match, the Falcons fell to 3 sets to Michigan. BG now is looking to bounce back as they look toward MAC play this weekend.
We lost to a better team today. I know we're going to learn from this. We have shown this season that we always learn from the losses and from the wins. Tough non-conference schedule. The average RPR of our non-conference this year was 47. The next MAC team non-conference was 119. So I know we're going to be ready for the MAC competition that starts next Friday, and we're excited about it.
The Falcons will begin MAC play this weekend, traveling to Kent State on Friday and Saturday. Friday's first serve is set for 6 p.m., with Saturday's match scheduled for 4 p.m. Last Friday, the BGSU women's soccer team fell to Xavier 0-1 in a non-league matchup. On Thursday, the Lady Falcons returned home to begin MAC play in the Battle of I-75. Bowling Green has won the last 3 out of 4 matchups against Toledo. First touch is set for 7 p.m. at Cochran Stadium. The BGSU men's soccer team gained their first win of the season after an impressive second half, with the Falcons putting up 3-1 over Air Force in a non-conference matchup. This week, the Falcons return home for their next 2 matches, beginning with the contest against Oakland on Friday. First touch is set for 7 p.m. at Cochran Stadium. Sports this week. That's it for sports this week. Back to you, Claire.
Thank you, Jenna.
Thanks for watching BG Today. Follow us for the latest news on Twitter at BG24 TV or find us on the web at bgfalconmedia.com.
And we'll be back next Wednesday with updates from around Bowling Green and Wood County. Have a good afternoon.